Welcome to the MGM Grand Hotel in Las Vegas, one of the most popular among tourists. Thousands and thousands of people come here every year just to visit and or as their first time staying here. They have over 5,000 rooms, world-class dining, legendary shows, a huge casino floor, a pool, everything you can think of. The MGM Grand Arena does UFC, boxing, WWE events, so it's pretty cool. Hit that subscribe button. Let's step inside and show you what the MGM Grand looks like. Like I do in my walkthrough videos, you'll see me start in one area, and by the time the end of the video happens, we'll wind up back in the very same area. So this is what you will see if you drive to Las Vegas and come in via the parking garage. So as you can see, there's a subway on your right, and if you didn't know, yes, MGM Grand does have a subway. This was my first time here, so coming in this area was really cool. I've been to MGM Grand plenty of times, and I never knew this existed because you would never see this unless you come in through the parking garage. And if you fly or you stay at other hotels, no one knows about this, so now you do. You guys remember Tape Face? He was on America's Got Talent quite a few years ago. He does perform here at the MGM Grand. He used to be over at Harrah's, but now he's here. New York pretzel right there. Let me guys know, New York pretzel, Wetzel's pretzels, or Auntie Anne pretzels? What do you like? There's also a virtual reality 360 experience on your left. There's show ticket people. Again, more gift stores or gift shops in different storefronts with clothes, food, snacks, you name it. There's also a Harley Davidson store, so there's one here, and there's one in New York, New York. So here's one of those bigger gift stores on your right. That's in every hotel. You can see a Fat Tuesday on your left. There's also a Pieology that was right before that, a pizza place. We're going to be making our way up the escalators, and that leads us into the hotel check-in area. Hotel lobby, which is infamous for their ring right there with the lion. Definitely one of the biggest photo ops in Vegas that you could take. Everybody gets their picture there. It always promotes different fights. At the time of this recording, it was July, so let me guys know in the comments. UFC, MMA, WWE, boxing, what fights or events do you like to see in Vegas here at the MGM Grand Arena? Now we're going to be making our way through the casino. I think this is one of the biggest casinos that I've ever seen. There's some table games. Oh, did you guys know Golden Gate just recently got rid of all their table games? I think that's pretty interesting. And here's their Netflix Bites restaurant, which is pretty cool. Again, all the food is designed after famous Netflix shows. They got some quotes in there too, like Stranger Things, food, Orange is the New Black, etc. But that's the most popular there. Just scrolling down the menu so you guys could see. Also, check it out on their website. Gonna be exploring more of the casino right here. There's a sign up there to let you guys know what's what direction different things are that you want to go check out. Do you guys know who the Jabberwockies dance group is? Well, they perform here at the MGM Grand. They have been for plenty of years. They were on America's Got Talent, but they never won. Then they went on to America's Best Dance Crew, and they won that. So they've been performing here at the MGM Grand for a long time. Have you guys ever seen them? I like to think of this area, see above the green and yellow, it looks like kind of Wizard of Oz vibes. Well, MGM Grand used to have Wizard of Oz experience, as you can see here. This reminds me of like the Yellow Brick Road or just different vibes of Wizard of Oz in here. Back here is where you'll find more gift shops. They do have a Krispy Kreme section right there if you like Krispy Kreme donuts. The only two other locations I know of that have Krispy Kreme are in the Excalibur food court and at Circus Circus. Here's their sportsbook area. You see that sign? No people under 21 are allowed. Also, no smoking. Now we're coming across a New York pizza place. I've seen this at other resorts here in Las Vegas. Never tried it. There's also an arcade, as you can see here. They do have an arcade here at New York, Excalibur. They have a whole amusement park at Circus Circus, so they do have a lot of things to do for kids in Las Vegas, if anybody is curious. There's escalators right by the arcade that take you up to the area where you then cross the bridge to go over to New York. I'm just showing you guys what that looks like, so we're just going to go down here for a little bit, and then we're gonna turn around and come back in, since this is an MGM walkthrough, not a Vegas Strip walkthrough. So now, as we make our way back into the MGM Grand, this is what it looks like. They have posters, there's a map of all the places around the different 3 properties, Excalibur, New York, and MGM Grand. They do have posters of what's around the different places and what's featured here in this specific hotel. Making our way downstairs, again, the arcade is now on your left, but we are just coming in from the entrance of up top of the bridge when you walk over from New York. So you come down, you'll see some different bars and lounges and restaurants as well. This is the centrifuge. You'll see Hakkasan here at MGM Grand. It is the famous nightclub. So let me guys know if you've ever been there. I'm not a big club person. I know a lot of people that are, but I'm kind of shy that way, so I don't do those. But let me guys know if you want to see me do something different. I have some pretty wild ideas, but I just kind of do what I know. But I'm always looking for new ideas. There's another sign here. So Tropicana Boulevard straight also gets you over to T-Mobile Arena, and Top Golf, Tap Sports Bar, and Netflix Bites are to your left, the way we are walking right now. Countdown to NFL preseason. So yeah, you could see us at 19 days, but this was back in July, and now we're in it. So we're in week 2 of the regular season. Here's the walkway I was talking about that kind of reminds me of Wizard of Oz vibes. If you guys like poker, there's a whole big area over here to your right. Cashier there is on your right as well. Here's the David Copperfield Theater. So let me guys know in the comments if you ever seen his show, one of the most famous magicians here in Las Vegas, or all around the world. So that's where his theater is. You have the Whiskey Down restaurant there on your right. Wide variety of slots too, so I like that about MGM Grand. And it seems like they do pay off. I know I did pretty good when I was here. They do have your classics, Buffalo, Huff and Puffs, all those. Now this is cool. There's a live 24/7 talk show going on here. So did you guys ever see this before? It's in the back of the casino area here at the MGM Grand, but these are real people. It's not like robots or anything or AI generated. I mean, real talk show that goes on in there. So that's pretty cool. I never knew that, first time seeing that as well. We're gonna be making our way into the back area where how you get to the pool and different fun restaurants and all that back here. So this is one of them. There's an Italian restaurant straight ahead where you can actually grab a slice of pizza if you want to. Lots of different stores. There's a Starbucks back here. Emerald has a restaurant. There's a sushi house, a steakhouse. So a lot of different options. This is kind of like the major food area, as well as they do have a real food court here too, with well-known places like Johnny Rockets, Haagen-Dazs, Nathan's Famous, Original Chicken Tenders, and Pan Asian. So they do have 2 Starbucks here at MGM Grand. One is right here in the back area, how you get to the pool, and the other one is near the hotel check-in lobby. You guys ever win on slots? This is their shopping area as well. Just like Bellagio has, their mall, the Wynn has their area, Venetian, all those resorts have their area. So all those shops here at MGM Grand are back in this area. When I booked here, I did have some food credit, so I tried some chicken tenders from this restaurant right here, Nellie's Southern Kitchen. They were actually pretty good. You can see here the Friends Experience. It was coming soon when I was here again. I was here in July. Now it is open. So here are some pictures that were shown on MGM Grand's website. They made it look like you're in the show. They have some different exhibits you can do as well. There's a lot of videos out there about that. So if you guys want to see how that is, go check them out on YouTube. Again, we're just making our way back towards the pool area. Still a lot of shops, a lot of different storefronts in here. This is also how you get to the spa and the gym, which is there on your left. If you go down, you'll get to the pool area. This is how you get to Top Golf as well. So MGM Grand does have Top Golf. You don't have to be staying here at the hotel to do it. Anybody can do it. They have a normal parking lot outside. It's just built in with the MGM Grand Hotel. This is their pool area. Never been out here, first time, so it's pretty cool. I didn't go swimming, but my friend Herbie, who's right there, he went swimming. So I was just out here sitting around, laying out in the sun. It was pretty nice out that day, although we got out here pretty late. So pool area, gym, spa, all that closes at 6 p.m. if you guys want to know. Now we're making our way back into MGM Grand, going the same way how we came. So now you get to see different storefronts and shops going back this direction. Right here to your right is where the MGM Grand Garden Arena is, where they do all their fights and different events. So they do have UFC, MMA, WWE. I went to one back in March of 23. It was pretty cool. But yeah, so let me guys know in the comments if you ever seen anything here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. But it's back here by the pool area, by the food court, if you guys want to know that. This looks like an expensive shop, Paradiso. Let me guys know how you say it. I don't know. I don't shop there. But again, if you ever hit that jackpot on a slot or a table game or cards or whatever, where are you shopping? Where are you going first? Brad Garrett's Comedy Club, right there on the right. So you guys know Brad Garrett. Everybody loves Raymond. He has a deep voice. He was the brother. Hey! That's how he's popular. He's also a comedian, obviously, hence the Comedy Club. Morimoto restaurant there, sushi restaurant, Japanese restaurant. I'm sure it's good. Now we're back in the casino area. So you can see different slots. People have their inner tubes with them because you can bring your own. You just have to lug around the casino with them, which every time I see people with the inner tubes, I'm like, this is nuts, because you would think with Vegas, they're trying to just make money hand over fist. So you would think that they wouldn't allow that. So you have to pay for your own inner tube. But no, you can bring your own. Cirque du Soleil area. Shop right there because, again, MGM Grand does have a Cirque du Soleil show. Just like New York has one, Mandalay Bay has one, different resorts as well. Here at MGM Grand. Joel Robuchon, expensive, fancy restaurant. I've never been there. I know people that have been, but it's really good food. He's one of the most famous chefs out there. So if you like those types of restaurants, they do have one here at MGM Grand, as well as Wolfgang Puck. He's another famous chef. So Wolfgang Puck, Joel Robuchon, Emerald, all three of them have restaurants here at the MGM Grand. Now we're back to the Netflix Bites area, so it's pretty cool. Bright red colors, so if you want to get your picture taken, kind of reminds me of like the Rolling Stones logo, you know, with the famous tongue in the mouth. Back through the casino floor. Sorry if you get dizzy, I just don't want this video to be like hours long, so I just sped up the footage where I felt necessary. And now we're back at the famous check-in lobby. So this is like one of the biggest lobbies. You can see the MGM Grand logo, the lion right there on the floor. There's the ring again. There's a Starbucks. There's a gift shop, you know, with snacks and essentials too. So you can see here that this fight was taking place in July because that's when I was here. It can feel dead at times, as you can see there, hardly anybody's checking in, or it can feel very busy at times. It's just hit or miss. But again, we're going back down to the underground area, how we first came up, because like I said, when we start a walkthrough, I start in one area, I show a whole walkthrough, and we eventually make our way back to the area we started. This is how you get to the underground area, to the parking garage as well, if you parked your car, through the hotel lobby. You'll see a Fat Tuesday. As soon as you come down the escalators on your right, there's also a Pieology where you can get pizza. There's the gift store, like I mentioned, the essentials, where you have your snacks, drinks, etc. The Harley Davidson store, other gift shops as well, with some clothes and some cool little knickknacks. You know, if you guys always like getting something from your travels. They do have restrooms down here as well, so before you head out, make sure you stop and use those. This is also where the Uber picks you up, or ride share. Which is pretty cool. They do have a IV hydration place down here called Revive, well, without the E. So, but that's pretty cool. You know, you guys can get dehydrated here in Las Vegas, especially in the summertime. So if you ever feel the need, like you need, you know, an extra boost, you could come here to MGM Grand and get hooked up and get a bag of liquids in you, all your electrolytes. Fantasyland. This store is pretty popular because when I was here, they did have those Labubu dolls. Those are crazy. Here's that subway again, and we're going to go back outside. So I hope you guys enjoyed this full walkthrough of the MGM Grand for 2025. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. A lot of walkthroughs still to come. And like we always say, until next time.